Nine Flames Sovereign Chapter 56, End of Trial. For Chang Wenhua, Han Feng had intended to kill. Like Chang Wenhua didn't expect Han Feng to be so powerful, and Han Feng didn't expect Chang Wenhua's inner strength cultivation. To Chang Wenhua, Han Feng was sure to injure, but absolutely not sure to kill. Chang Wenhua's inner strength cultivation is high and deep, close to the high stage of the late fan stage, urging the icing attribute to continue, but his Han Feng can't do it. In the end, Chang Wenhua made a concession, and Han Feng secretly made a concession. On the other side, Chang Wenhua left not long, and suddenly reacted, "No, I was fooled." In the middle of the mortal stage, the mortal fire cannot be urged several times. As long as I can resist the past, Han Feng and Han Ro are the fish on my chopping board. I hope they will not be far away. Soon, Chang Wenhua went to the place where they were fighting before, but unfortunately, Chang Wenhua's face was pale, full of rage. "Asshole, asshole. Han Feng, don't let me meet you, otherwise I will kill you." Han Feng's quick departure, like running away, made Chang Wenhua more sure of his previous guess. Without mentioning how Chang Wenhua was furious, Han Feng and Han Ro finally made peace with Han Yutong and Han Lin. The four separated on the morning of the third day. The four knew that Chang Wenhua would not let them go easily, and they were all cautious. They would rather have a few tokens than enter a crowded place so as not to run into Chang Wenhua. In the end, the third day was spent safely. On the afternoon of the third day, one by one teenagers began to walk towards the exit. The city lord and the patriarchs of the major families have long been waiting there. The first batch of teenagers who came out were all teenagers on the edge of Yufeng Mountain. These teenagers were robbed of tokens, and they couldn't compete with others. They didn't want to be killed by powerful people, so they could only stay on the outer edge of Yufeng Mountain. The city lord and the patriarch participated in more than one family trial, and naturally knew that there was basically nothing in the first batch. Therefore, the city lord and a group of patriarchs did not pay too much attention to these dejected teenagers. These people are no accident, and in the future they will stop at the limit of the late stage of the fan, and it will be a great breakthrough to the first and two stars of the human stage. One after another, many young people came out, but none of the three major families. For this, Santo and Han Yu and others had already expected it. As the elites of the three major families, among more than 1,000 people, they are all figures on the upper level of the pyramid. It is possible to fight against level 2 or even level 3 monsters. Naturally, they will not be outside the Yufeng mountain range, and they are likely to enter the outer periphery. The surrounding, even some bold, or a few people united, has entered the edge of the inner surrounding. Is in that position, wanting to return. Naturally it takes a little longer than others. The third and fourth batch of teenagers already have tokens in their hands, some have 1 or 2, and some have 2 or 3. There are thousands of people participating in the family trial, but less than 100 can actually get tokens. At this time, young elites from 3 major families have come out. First of all, the Chang family and the Hong family. The best, with more than 10 tokens in their hands, is an elite of the Chang family. As for the Hong family, because they spent the most resources on Hong Xingbao, the most of the Hong family members who came out were 4 or 5 yuan. Is not much more than other medium-sized family elites. Seeing this, the patriarch of the Chang family couldn't help but mocked, "Patriarch Hong, your results this year are not good. If this continues, the Hong family will not be able to retain the position of the 3 big families." Patriarch Hong gave a cold snort and did not answer. The hopes of their Hong family are all in Hong Xingbao. What if the other Hong family's elites have poor performance? Anyway, it was already expected. Patriarch Chang's face is even more weird and disdainful. City Lord frowned slightly. Although the 3 major families were hostile, Patriarch Chang would not be so ironic before. It was too straightforward. How could the city lord know that in the eyes of the Chang family, the Han family and the Hong family would be annihilated in at most half a year, so naturally they felt that there was nothing to tear their faces. The city lord suddenly smiled and said, "Patriarch Chang, listening to you say that, you are very confident in your family." Patriarch Chang didn't dare to be arrogant when facing the city lord, and immediately whispered, "Return to the city lord, it is indeed the case." The city lord's eyes were playful. "Oh? Is there a middle-grade genius in your family?" Patriarch Chang chuckled in a low voice. This is not true. Chang Wenhua, our Chang family, went out of the city to practice a few days ago. With some opportunities, he is already a master at the late stage of fan level. Patriarch Chang naturally wouldn't say that their family had climbed into Xian Ningzong. Otherwise, it will only cause the displeasure of the city owner. Late Fanji. Han Yu and Patriarch Hong glanced at each other and gasped. The two patriarchs are worried. In the late fan stage, once they meet the elite of their family, they are likely to. Patriarch Hong and other high-ranking clan members are upset, watching the exit nervously one by one, hoping that the next boy who will come out is their family Hongxingbao. Unfortunately, every time I look forward to it, I get disappointed. This makes the Hong family more uneasy. The city lord took a deep look at Patriarch Chang. He stopped speaking, but made Patriarch Chang secretly wipe a cold sweat. Time goes by every minute and every second. Basically, only the elites of the three major families have yet to return. At present, only 4 elites of the Hong family have returned, and there is nothing else. This makes the head of the Hong family and some high-level faces pale. The Han family is more disturbed than the Hong family www. Until novel. Calm. So far, only one Han family has come back. Han Feng, Han Lin, and so on, nothing happened. The 4 brothers of Han Tianqing were tense, but their trembling hands revealed their anxiety and fear. It's coming out. Someone is coming out again. Suddenly an exclamation came from the crowd. Everyone stared at the exit. Not long after, 3 figures appeared in the sight of everyone. The Han family was suddenly overjoyed. These 3 figures are impressively Han Lin, Han Wanwan, and Han Yutong. Great, you are fine. Han Yu breathed a sigh of relief, and patted Han Lin and the others on the shoulders with excitement. God knows how panicked he was when he knew that Chang Wenhua's inner strength cultivation was the late stage of the fan. At this moment, Han Yu doesn't care about tokens, and the results will not be achieved, as long as Han Lin and others are fine. Patriarch, this is our token. Outside, Han Lin and others did not call Grandpa Han Yu, but Patriarch. Han Yu calmed down and immediately started to investigate. The one with the most tokens is Han Ro, with dozens or hundreds of dollars. Han Yutong and Han Lin also each have a lot of tokens. Han Yutong is more than 50 yuan, and Han Lin is more than 30 yuan. Such a result, for now, is enough to rank in the top 10. But even so, the tokens that everyone added together only occupies a fraction of $1,000, and most of them did not appear.